Hello viewers, well I'm joined today by Andy Gray, Communications Manager for Dirt 3. Andy, thanks for joining us today.
Anytime, mate.
Basically, from Dirt 2 to Dirt 3, we've talked about changes of moving back to a rally mode, all the rest of it. Tell us a bit about the game, what's going to be new in it, what we can expect to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most important thing to touch upon and start off with is that it's the first time we've ever gone from a dirt game straight into another dirt game. Last time it was punctuated by a grid, so it's given us more opportunity to work on sort of like existing tech and an existing game to move it on as much as we can. A lot of it was based upon feedback from not only press but also community and other areas where we could look at and get the negativity about Dirt 2 and Dirt 1, and also what was good, what was bad, and try and develop Dirt 3 in a way that's going to be the best of both of those worlds and move it on further. So we've gone back very much for a professional rally sports feel that we had in Dirt 1, whilst keeping some of the lifestyle elements and the different forms of rally racing and racing full stop from Dirt 2, and then adding in Gymkhana, which is the stuff that we see Ken Block doing on YouTube. Has proved massively popular. It's 90 million views plus for his free Gymkhana video. So it's a growing method of getting rally out to the masses. So we want to really encapsulate that, and I think once people get playing it in the game, they'll see just how far it will take it as well.
So, I mean, we've got a lot more rally modes in this game. You know, how many rally tracks? How big is rally? How important is it to this game?
Rally is central. It's very much a rally game at its core. It's 60% of your career is in the rally discipline. So, I mean, to give you an idea, we've still got rally cross. We've got head back from Dirt 1. We've got Trailblazer, but rally is the focus. So, of the 100 routes that are in Dirt 3, which is a huge increase on Dirt 2, which had 41. 60% of those are going to be rally focused, but also then there's going to be variation within those because of the time of day that we can now alter, also weather, so everything from light drizzle, heavy rain, sunshine, also snow and ice in some locations. So there's going to be a lot of variation within those routes. So even if you do the same route 2-3 times, it's always going to be different within your career.
Let's talk a bit about Gymkhana. Now, I first saw some of the Gymkhana early on. We've just had a quick go on it. The handling model is quite tricky to get used to, but I like the difficulty that's there. What can you do in Gymkhana? What's it about, just spinning around a pole?
I mean, what's been interesting is everyone that we show the game to approaches Gymkhana in a kind of slightly different way. Some people will just want to do perfect donuts right from the start and just be like I was, just try and get donuts down. Other people just want to smash the car up. Some people just want to drive really fastly through little tight containers. It's really interesting. But what it is having the compound there, which is just a big open playground really, is somewhere that you can go and learn skills, somewhere you can go and drift the car, somewhere that you can learn how to do stuff like a Scandinavian flick, but without worrying about smashing it into a tree at the same time. You can really learn the nuances of the handling model, because it's exactly the same handling model used in rally as it is in Gymkhana, just with a different car setup. Once you get those nuances down, like the weight shift of the car, it really transfers well, not only to Gymkhana but also to rally.
Now, you talked about fun modes in Gymkhana. Besides the basic mode, what else can we look forward to?
Yeah, so in the compound we've got a variety of party modes. There's 3 actually in the compound. One is infection, so you start off in a circle, then all drive away. After 3 seconds, one car becomes infected, kind of like green slime goes over the car. And then it's about bashing into other people. Once you bash into them, they become infected, go green. And what you actually get in the compound is quite a lot of hiding spaces and areas where you can hide. But once you're infected, you kind of get what we call zombie vision at the moment. So you're able to see where people are hiding. You can hunt them down. The last person to be tagged is the winner. We've got a capture the flag style mode, but the flag always appears and then has to be carried to different places. So you work in teams trying to protect the person with the flag, because obviously if they're bashed into, the flag swaps over. And then finally we've got one that's called Invasion, so it's cardboard cutouts are all popping up. Some you've got to avoid, some you've got to hit. You gain points for your team by smashing into them. It becomes really manic once you've got 8 people smashing into each other in this area.
That sounds pretty cool. I like these unique ideas. I mean, now in the rally mode itself, I mean, we've talked about cat and mouse. What as cat and mouse, is there any other modes? What else can we look forward to in the rally?
Well, I mean, there's 8 8-player multiplayer for every discipline of the game, and 2-player split screen. So yeah, there's cat and mouses in there, so you'll have 2 teams of 4. One guy will be in a 1950s Mini, the other guy's being Group B spec rally cars, so much faster. It's about who can get their mouse to the line first. Do you get behind your mouse, push it along the circuit, or do you perhaps smash into the other guys? It's up to you the way you want to approach that. But then there's also multiplayer in all the other kind of disciplines like head-to-head, rallycross, straight rally. So it's everything that you'd expect really from a racing game, but with the party modes giving you some kind of multiplayer in a racing game that isn't just about getting to the line first.
A question just on replays. Obviously replays are looking pretty good now. What kind of community options are there in replay, and can you save an entire replay to your hard drive?
Okay, so our replays have always looked pretty cool, we think, but there's never been an easy way to share them with your mates or with the wider community, so we've included a YouTube upload. So any replay in the game, whether it's a flashback, the end of a race, end of a Gymkhana session, you can just go in, press Y, it'll bring up some YouTube options. You just put your start point and end point up to 30 seconds apart, and it will upload it directly to your YouTube channel and to ours, so you can then send your mates a message on Facebook or Twitter that you've just beaten them or you've done a cool trick. And similarly, we can do cool things like the best 10 crashes this week in Dirt 3. Just gives us some really cool options. And also your last compound session, it will save up to 30 minutes onto your hard drive. So if you want to go in, do a really cool Gymkhana session, then go in and cut some YouTube videos out of that, and then maybe splice them together once you've uploaded 2 or 3 up to YouTube, then you can absolutely go and do that as well.
Well, obviously it's always good creating a bit of competition, but I mean, just finally now, just a question about your favourite modes in the game. You've played it a lot so far. What's been the modes that have really grabbed everybody in the office?
Well, there's 2 really. The straight rally is fantastic, especially in I've been playing Kenya an awful lot the last couple of weeks, and it's just a really nice tight kind of classical rally stage, changes in surface type, quite technical in places and like difficult to get a hang of, so I'm really enjoying that. But the compound has really caught everyone's imagination, especially in the office, because we've got quite a mixed office where I sit, because it's with us and the brand guys and the community, so not everyone's a heavy racing game player like I am and some of the studio guys are. So it's been interesting seeing the way different people approach it, and just we've got 6 tricks hidden within the compound area, and seeing who can do it in the quickest time has created quite a lot of noise, quite a lot of swearing, quite a lot of competition.
I'm looking forward to our hands-on then. So Andy, thanks very much for your time. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Cheers.